Hey everybody, and thanks for tuning into Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to work on this Silverthorn. Genus species is Elaeagnus pungens. And this is a pretty nice tree, and I've worked on this tree before, and there's some other videos that you can watch. I wired the vast majority of this tree this spring, but I removed all the wire except for this one piece here. And the branches have kept pretty nicely. I do think that this one needs to be forward a little more. And actually I'm thinking of turning the front to something more like that. Come on. Which would just be a fairly nuanced change, but I think that I'm going to like it better. So I will not repot this guy, root prune it, until late winter of next year, because this is a temperate tree and it needs to be root pruned when it's completely dormant. And the leaf miniaturization has worked pretty well on this guy. We have a lot of leaves that are pretty small. But now we're getting elongation and we're getting the large mature leaves. This is basically the size of the leaf that the tree gets if it was just a shrub. But as you can see down here, the rest of the leaves are much smaller than that. So it's time to take off all that excess growth. And so this tree is a finished tree, so we're just basically into the maintenance trimming. And the rule is, when a branch grows to 4 or 5 leaves, cut it back to 1 or 2. So I only left 1 or 2 back behind here still attached to the plant. And we've got some growth here that has elongated. When you look at it with your eyeballs, it doesn't look that bad. But in the camera, actually having this as the front works a lot better. Because with this front, then we end up with this giant hole right here, which could be rectified by letting new growth fill in. But if we move the front like I was thinking, that solves that problem pretty readily. So I am going to trim it as if this is the front. I like the silhouette. And I promoted this branch in the first video, I promoted this branch down and out, so I'm really happy with its growth. Now I'm going to take off a lot of this growth here to make the pad more compact. And then it's just a matter of taking all that growth that has elongated and cutting it back. And this can be a very meditative process. Just shorten everything. If you have a branch like this guy here that I just cut, hard to see from there, but I didn't want to cut it way back because I want it to fill in here. So the rule of when it grows to 4 or 5, cut it back to 1 or 2. You don't have to follow that on every single new growth that emerges. And invariably you're going to miss 1 or 2. But since this is a finished tree and it's established in the pot, it's not going to grow rampant because the roots are pretty full in the pot, and to really get rampant growth on this tree, you would need to repot it and give it a whole brand new fresh soil. And that will promote, paradoxically, root pruning, a bonsai, actually promotes more growth because you have fresh roots growing through fresh soil. So I don't know. I'm looking like this is looking pretty good. In the future, I may bring this guy further down like that, because right now it's kind of hiding this branch here. But I'm pretty happy with the development of this guy since the first time I worked on it. And the more I look at it, the more that this is going to be the front versus right here, which is the front right now. Not that much difference, but just enough, I think, then the tree will have a little bit nicer look. And that's really about it for this video. As I'm taking it back to the bench, I'll probably find 2 or 3 more that need to be cut. But once you've got finished trees, this kind of maintenance like this is just an ongoing thing that you're going to do for the rest of the life of the tree. And the more you do this, the better your pads are going to ramify, the more dense the pads are with space in between. Gives you that look of a mature tree in nature. It's looking pretty good. I really love the motion in here. So, that's it for today. Silverthorn bonsai. And once again, I can't repot until winter, and since it's the middle of July, we're talking basically 6 months. And I'm thinking that I may put it into an oval. It seems, right now it's in a rectangle, and it's okay, but I think this tree would be better in an oval. The oval pot would add to the full display. So that's my future for this tree. You're always looking to the future when you grow in bonsai. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, and you can watch this guy continue to develop. And leave a comment if you'd like. And I will see you in the next video.